Hello friends! Today we are going to be playing more of the Lion Song. I was really enjoying this last time, and I was looking forward to playing more of it. So, this week, usually it's Epic, this is Epic Thursday, and Epic Thursday is when I play whatever the free game is on the Epic Game Store. And the free game this week wasn't announced until today. So I'm like, okay, I could roll the dice and say I'm going to play whatever comes out, but I didn't really feel comfortable with that. So I decided, no. I'm going to go finish up the Lion Song because I really want to see where the rest of this narrative goes. It's interesting and beautiful, and I've been really enjoying it. And I'm really glad I did, because it turns out the free game this week is Among Us. And I can't play Among Us solo, not really. Like, that's a game that kind of requires you to have more people to be interesting. Like, a solo game of Among Us, or playing with pubs, is just not a fantastic experience. So, we're going to be playing a Lion Song. But before I start in, I do want to mention a couple minor things. It's in the description, but I've added a link to the new Discord if you want to be on there. I'm going to be starting to do more meme reviews and more content stuff, and I post there very often. I'm constantly active on it, so if you want to play a chill place to hang out, that exists. I've also just linked a Flatter account. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee for a stream, that is entirely a thing you can do. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink tea, and I can use the money for that. Okay, so let us hop into a Lion Song. Let me take a moment to set up. One, da-da-pop, one, da-da-da. Let's see. Hello, Sapphire, and hello, Cole. That's actually an interesting question. Do you guys want me to refer to you by the names I know you as, or by the names on the YouTubes? Like, do you want me to say, hello, Cole, or do you want me to say, hello, Weaselwee? Both are perfectly valid. Is it showing up? Yes, it is. Excellent. And chat is... we'll come over here. Okay, chat will show up there now in a few. Alright. Okay, good to know. Episode 3, Derivation. And then the last episode I see is just named Closure. So just to recap, Silence in the first episode was about a composer who had heavy expectations put on them by their superiors, who needed to find a way to make music and overcome it. They had to find a way to make music for themselves instead of making music for somebody else. Instead of making music for somebody who is not them. And we saw them overcome that and make a new friend. Anthology was about an artist who saw people's different aspects of people's spirit. And in some ways, it was not clear if that was a literal, he was actually seeing ghosts of who they are inside, or just that was their ability to find the artistic inspiration thereof. But the difference is meaningless, because the story was actually about overcoming perfectionism. Somebody who wanted to be a perfectionist but couldn't, and they showed us that through gameplay by putting the player in a position where we could not win intentionally, and our character was always disappointed with the outcome until they learned to accept themselves and not be disappointed by what they've created, but instead be proud of what they've accomplished. And I thought that was extremely powerful. That was extremely powerful to me. This episode is called Derivation, and I know a couple of the themes, and I expect this one's going to hit us like a truck. But we will find out. We'll find out together. Vienna, Central Station, as most of these have started out around. I think this is a train. My train. This is my train. You are drunk. Yes. We're all drunk. What is your point? We've been drunk for hours. Didn't you notice? Hey. Hello then, what's all this? Hello, hello. We're seeing our friend Theodore off. We've been saying goodbye since... What is today? Well, he's not going anywhere unless he boards the train. Would you like some help with the steps, sir? Leave me be. I am perfectly capable of a couple of steps. Probably. Goodbye, chums. Oh, he's not doing it. Is the train already moving? Ah, stairs. Ta-da! Would you like to take your suitcase with you, sir? Oh, very well, if you insist. All aboard! All aboard for Wiener Neustadt. Honestly, that seemed fine. Like, yeah, public intoxication, but he was just, you know, going with friends, and it wasn't hurting anybody. I'm okay with that. Big snoring. Sleeping through the train ride. Here's a question for chat. When's the last time you've actually been on a train? Like, not, you know, like an actual train. It's been years for me. Earlier that afternoon. This is the cafe that we went, the tea cafe that we went in multiple times when we were playing with the artist. About a year? Oh, that sounds like a good time. Excuse me, I'm looking for the radius. I'm not sure I understand that, madame. The mathematician circle. I'm working on this theory I've maintained. And what would a young woman like you want with such an august group of gentlemen? Trains are... So, planes are faster, but trains are more comfortable. Like, you actually have room to stand up and walk around and do things. Whereas on an airplane, you just get to your destination. Whereas the train actually has a pleasant ride itself. Hello, friends. Let's see, we must speak to Professor Zoller. I'm a mathematician, which I like the sass in that. This person's saying that is questioning whether or not why we as a woman would have, you know, any business with them. Or we could defer. We're not deferring. If we're a mathematician, we are owning this. We are standing up for ourselves. Also, I'm glad they told us outright, because gender is very difficult to tell in sepia. For me, because usually it's the hair color that tips me off. What human genders are. Let's see. I am a mathematician. My theory is about a woman mathematician. Are you indeed? And I am the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Oh, well, I have multiple bad things to tell you about, sir. You're about A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I must see Professor Zoller. He's expecting me. Oh, is he expecting you here? Now? While the radius is in session? No. I doubt that very much. But, madame, this is a cafe. There are patrons lining up behind you to eat. Like I said, like to eat, I need to tend to a female... See, I get that this is supposed to be sassy. This is supposed to be throwing back his own words. But no. In that case, I would also like to eat. You know, we can go in here, we can stay in here for a while, get a cup of tea or coffee or what have we. Please, show me to a table. Oh, certainly. If you step to one side, I will see to these people, who have been waiting so patiently. Then I will seat you. Ah, what an absolute jerk. But that's the nature of, you know... This is, from an era that some people today still mentally exist in. And it can be difficult to remember that. Door with a peculiar sign? Circle sign? K sign. Yes? Oh, never mind. Just looking for the lavatories. Well, they're right over there, madame. Right, thank you. So, K is almost certainly the kitchen. This woman should have a big hat so that she can have those long pointy hat pins. I mean, you don't need a hat, like, you don't need to have a hat to carry knives. Everybody should carry a knife, regardless of gender. Door with a circle sign, I'm not sure about. Presumably that's the bathroom, I'm guessing? Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the radius. That makes sense. No one solved it this week. Have you forgotten the theorem? Madame, you cannot be in here. This is a private gathering. I must speak with Professor Zoller, or I'm here... I like this one. I'm here at the Professor Zoller's invitation. That one is good, and if he is a servant, then he should respect that, or at the very least go over and ask of them about it. This is also respectful to him as the server, as the waiter. We're not just tossing him aside. But I'm here at Professor Zoller's invitation. You must be mistaken. These are mathematicians. As am I. Please announce me. That's a little bit... okay. My name is... Renizek. Renizek. Reknizek? Oh, we'll go with Reknizek. That seems right. If I'm wrong on a pronunciation, please tell me. I'm not good with necessarily all languages. And we can actually see our dejected look, so we can expect how this is about to go. Once you understand that, the solution is child's play. Yes, we have dined. You know better than... I don't recall. Professor Zoller, I am a mathematician like you. I wrote to you regarding Dahen's recent proof about the Hilberg third problem. There's some mistake. This is a private discussion of higher mathematics. My letter... Name-dropping young women is not going to get you anywhere. Mathematics is a complex subject, entirely unsuitable for women. Ouch. Your brains are domestic, not logical. Please stab him, please stab him. Where's the stab him button? I have never wanted a crosshair in a game as much as I want one right now. Please escort this woman out, waiter. And see that we are not interrupted again. There. You see? Do you want to get me fired? Please leave at once. Mathematician? Like me? Ooh. Ouch. Well, yeah, no, nothing doing but to leave there. So, we're gonna have to... I mean, we have to prove ourselves on our own merits. Then they won't listen to our merits unless... Little girl? Anything else to do but to talk to... We could just walk right by her, but... What is it, little girl? I'm Nicole. I just moved to the suite on the 4th floor. What's your name? My name is Emma Reknizek. I live behind the door that you're blocking. My parents are in France. I hate my governess. French mall? That's all there is to know about me. Yeah, we've had a day. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nicole, but I'm very tired. I'm sure that isn't all there is, but why do you hate your governess? Like, if we had a better day, these would be good questions to ask, but I kind of feel like, I kind of feel like we just say, hey, we need to go and decompress for a bit, because that's where I would be right now. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nicole, but I'm very tired right now. You look tired. There aren't that many stairs. Some stairs you can't see. Isn't that the truth? And I'm finding they are very steep. That sounds like a metaphor. You're a very clever girl, Nicole. Sometimes, I guess. Nicole! It's time for your music lesson! I need to go before Frau Schmal finds me. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you'll be my friend. Okay. Are following Dr. Inflated Ego? That seems exactly correct. Music. Something that, at that time, it was acceptable for a woman to excel at. And we already had a woman excelling in music in this storyline, in this game. But anyone can excel at anything, and, well... There's values in being accepted on your own merits, whatever your merits may be. If you can prove yourself, then you should be able to do whatever you want. And if you can't prove yourself, you should just have the opportunity to learn whatever you want. Like, no difference between boys and girls. The math proof checks out, like, especially for mathematics. Like, I know this is all true, and some of this is actually even based on true stories. But especially for mathematics, there's nothing else where it's should be pure logical. Mathematics and chess are two situations where sexism is rampant, and yet it was rampant, especially at this time period, but better today. And yet, sex has nothing to do with it. Change can be maintained, I'm sure of it. But how can I prove it? No. Mathematician like me. If this game turned into a first-person shooter right now, I would not be complaining. Yes, I am just a woman, but I have a new idea, and nobody will listen. No one cares. We have the blackboard, we can go outside, we have a road room and a mirror. I think getting some fresh air might help us right for now. The radius was supposed to help me, but I didn't even get to state my problem. Let's go back. Nope, okay, that's just what we get by looking outside. Okay. Can we work on the problem on the blackboard, or are we just going to focus? Yeah, dude, get that off there. Get that off of there. It's the beginning of the proof. I know it is. But there has to be a solution. I don't know how to continue. Okay. Oh. Let's take a look at ourselves in the mirror first, then we can get the door. Hello, Emma. Yes. Yes? Package for Emma Veknizak. I'm gonna butcher that name every single time. Oh, that's me. Thank you. Oh, it's from the hospital? Oh, what was their name? Heck. I know exactly the story, the person that you're talking about. I can picture their, photograph. I can't think of their name offhand. Well, let's see what's in the box. A letter. Dear Fräulein Veknizak, we regret to inform you that your father, Jan Veknizak, succumbed to tuberculosis. No. As you are aware, his illness was not responding to treatment, and this was the inevitable outcome. We wanted to assure you that he passed peacefully in his sleep, and just the previous evening his thoughts were of you. We know you share our belief that he has gone to a better place, where his suffering is finally at an end. Wow, we have just had... As you know, your father requested his clothing and personal effects be kept for you. We have therefore included them in this box. That's the entirety of his personal effects? Wow. You have our sincere condolences for your loss. That implies that he was... that he's already sold everything else. That in this era, it would be a lot more common to pass down an inheritance of a land or property. Especially if somebody was educated. In sympathy, Johann Klinger, Senior Physician, Sanatorium, Salzburg, Austria. Yeah, that's fair. That is completely reasonable. It's your fault. Okay, it's maybe not my... It's your fault, Father. You raised me to believe in myself. You believed in me, but now you're gone. What good is it if no one else does? Hours later. I need to put these things away. Yeah. The next morning. Back to work. You know what? You need to process your emotions and you need to process through things that happen. But sometimes stepping into your work or a game can be escapism. Other times it can be used to channel and process those emotions as well. So, one of my first thoughts is, girl, you need to be working through this and not just going back into the math. But on the other hand, I do understand where she's coming from. And just, you know what? Funneling the depression into productivity like this, as long as you still process it, is not entirely bad. I can't make any headway. It's no use. I have to get to the library. It took every fiber of my being not to say that in Silver the Hedgehog's accent. I just want you to appreciate that. I'm late already. Maybe I could think more clearly if I wasn't drowning in memories. Papa. I don't know how to continue. Another chair. Yeah, tuberculosis was a very common killer. Father left me his clothes. Hello, Emma. I think I see where this is going. I'm actually pretty sure I see where this is going, but I'm going to let the game get there before I say anything. So we need to get to the library. Work at the library, my apartment. Rosara Barracks? What is that? What do we do here? I can hear soldiers. And horses. So we might be able to find some inspiration points for our theorems if we walk around, just walk around the town a bit. We can go to the Parliament in Volksgarden, which helped us in some of the other paths. People are already looking at me strangely. The People's Garden. So many statues and monuments. I definitely think that helps an artist more. You can check the Danube. I definitely think that helps the artist more than the mathematician. Because in the artist, when we walked around looking at various things in the city, the flow of the river was changed so that floods would not destroy the city. It was managed, it was controlled. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go work at the library, but in a little bit of self-help, we're gonna go to the cafe and have a meal first. And math can be hard, but everybody has talents, and math is math is like artwork. Yes, ma'am. No, we just want to dine. Of course, I'll show you to a table. Also, if I change characters' voices between passes, deal with it. He seems worried. He's sitting with another man, but they're not speaking one word to each other. Cakes. The cafe offers a wide variety of cake, and this dude's not letting us pass again. He's afraid for his job. Father preferred savories to cake. They're not discussing how to change the political system, but rather how to overthrow it? Well, good on them. I mean, good on them. Poster features shapely men and rugged women. Oh, cool. As the audience expects. No change there. Really, the audience expects? I would expect them to expect the opposite. That's a lot of coasts. I estimate 11. Oh, okay, we have a mind that can quickly process. That's good. It's chilly today. Let's just leave. I mean, we're not going to get anywhere with the radius right now. We need to have a proof done. It's no use. The radius would never allow women. If you prove yourself, we can. If we prove ourselves to the radius, we can. If we can prove ourselves, if we get the theorem complete, we can walk in there and say, hey, check this out, look at my work. That, the result should overcome the bias. I mean, it won't, but the result should be undeniable to them. Vienna University Library. Yeah, she's mentioning change a lot. This could indeed be the correct beginning, but not how to continue. How can I observe functions of change? I like how all the text is shifting a little bit, just a little bit. I may have to reverse my approach. I may have overlooked something. Some aspect that's missing. Well, they're not showing us the proof, which is fine. We don't need to see the proof. Though it is actually interesting now that I think about it, because in the other paths we were able to see the works. We were able to hear the musical composition build, and we were able to see the artwork develop. It's interesting that they're not showing us the mathematical proof in this one, probably because this is talking about mathematics from an artistic perspective, rather than just showing us an actual math problem. But so we don't actually know which of these is accurate, which of these is quote-unquote correct. Maybe reversing the approach is a good idea. You don't want to necessarily start at the end and work your way towards the beginning. That can be create a flawed proof, or a proof that has invalidities in it. You know, like missing components. But it can give you a idea of what direction you might want to go in. No. Yeah, when math gets artistic, it can be difficult. I'm returning Boy's Own Adventures. Huh? It was so exciting. Pirates and soldiers and mountain climbers. Your book is overdue, young man. It'll be 2 kronen. Sorry. Thank you. Good day. Did we just grift that boy for a couple of kronen? I think we just grifted that boy for a couple of quid. We're not a librarian. We just grifted that boy for a couple of quid. A small boy swallowed some coins and was taken to the hospital. When his grandmother came to see how he was, a nurse said no change yet. Or maybe this is our day job. Maybe we are. Oh no, that's probably what it is. We are working at here, and we're working on our math proof. Okay. I was reading that we were going to the library as a place to work and study. No. We are actually, this is our day job, and we are working on our proof while we are actually a receptionist. I thought this was just one of the public desks at first. That makes a little bit more sense now. Why can't I see it? I can't see the state of change. It's like a leaf suspended in midair. It's like a speed train with a brake slammed on. It's like a cooling pretzel fresh out of the onion. What is this change like? What is this change like? A full-speed train with the brakes slammed on is just constantly grinding and screeching in pain. A falling leaf suspended in midair is just left wondering what it is meant to do, if it's meant to fall or float on. A cooling pretzel fresh out of the oven is changing in a more controlled and metered way, and I don't think we feel like that. I think we feel like a full train with a black stem on, because we are ready to push forward, we're ready to go somewhere exciting, and we're not being allowed to. I think this is a good metaphor for what she's going through right now. It's a fitting image. Excuse me. Is this a good book on gardening? My roses are being difficult. The Art of Formal Garden by Carl Dorn. Yes, madam. Professor Dorn is a noted botanist. I see what's going on here. It's gender roles. It's all gender roles here. Nothing I try is correct. I just don't know how to continue. If only we had a like-minded professor that we could actually talk with and not get dunked. Almost done with work for the day. Maybe I should get something to eat and try again tomorrow. Ah, yes. Some food from the market should change things. Forest of, I like that description of forest of bookshelves. He's reading a physics book. I don't think he understands too much of what he's reading. That man's a regular, though. No, he never borrows anything. He just comes here every day and spends hours reading the same book over and over, and keeps looking over his shoulder at us, which makes me think that he's coming here to see us, but that might be reading way too much into a couple of pixels, because he keeps on turning his head to look at us. He's reading some book about attractive forces between physical bodies. Oh, gravitation. Gravity is very complicated physics. Wait a minute. Is he looking at me? Yes, he is. He's reading a physics book. Oh, okay. That's the row of books on physics. And chemistry. And more chemistry. And then the ones on biology are here. And lastly, the row of books that runs parallel to the exit library. We only put books there if they're not very valuable. Yeah, makes sense. Those might walk. I'll quickly put these away. Half an hour. Oh, that took us half an hour? Okay. Well, we need to get to the market, so let's be on our check our desk. Not much else to it. Let's head out on our way. Ah, the library, our appointment, and the market. So we want. Let's see what agency we have here. If we can actually make any. Could have sworn this was related to the market. I wonder. Women can't be mathematicians. Is it possible I could fool them? I thought so. But how could I? Father, your clothes! You left them to me. Father, you left them to me! This is a FTM. This is an FTM transition story. I actually saw this coming. Oh, thank you, kind sir. Let's go in and see if we have any accessories we need. I wouldn't do for a lady of my age to enter unaccompanied. Oh my gosh, this place is the worst. Human society, I tell you. I swear to heck, human society. Father left me his clothes. I could use them to pose as a mathematician. They're at home in the wardrobe. And nobody here, nobody in Venice knows that he's passed away. We could even use the name Jan. Or Yanni. They're from Austria. Jan... Yeah, oh, Yanni is Finnish. Right? Well, yeah, I know. Yanni is Finnish. I don't know Austrian names too well. Papa's clothes. I can use them to pose as a male mathematician. And finally get access to the radius. Let's see. Can't wear my skirt. Do we know how to pull tie a tie? That's actually an interesting question. So trousers first. These pants will do nicely. So that we need a shirt next. This will look sharp. Then we put on a vest over the shirt. That doesn't fit the outfit? Okay. Yeah, we'll get too hot. Oh, yeah. No, I thought you said it was getting cool out there. We'll need a heavy coat then. Not that one, though. It's a bit big, but that should work. Excellent. Trying to be old or sick? That would probably draw too much attention. Not necessarily. It could just be a gentleman's cane. Perfect. I can push my hair into the hat. Oh, I thought we were going to chop it. Yes! These will make me harder to recognize. That should do. I can leave the outfit on these chairs. Ooh, change. There it is. So what are we missing in the outfit? We need to make sure we have proper shoes. Depending on the well, we have no, the vest we don't have. So we might need we would need some sort of binder, probably. Do we have anything else to work on in here? No, we need to talk to other like minds. Change. I can shape my hair to look like sideburns. Okay, that's impressive. Hello. Who? Ah, I have it. Hello, Emile. Oh, okay, okay. So when you're changing names, it's a good idea to keep the first part of the first syllable the same, because if you've been using another name for a very long time, your mind is wired just to turn your head and react when you hear that. So if you're changing names from one thing to another, keeping the same first letter or first two letters does make sense. So I thought she was going to go Jan and use some of her father's persona, but no. Going Emile is a good name for us because we will turn our heads when someone says it. Tomorrow I'll leave the video speechless. The next day. If we pass on our first day, then... Raining. Now the Radius will receive Emile. And they well might. Oh, and we have a... Okay, we have an option to switch gender on click. Convenient. Let's go to the market first. We don't want to go straight to the Radius. We want to become more comfortable with who we are. We need to become... Yeah, time to break gender norms. Always. It is always time to break gender norms. Yes, would you like to buy some meat? Yes, I'd like to buy some meat. What do we want? What do we want? No, I'm not going to make a joke here. I'm say so. No, 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 no. No! Okay, 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 okay. Kilo, beef. Top round. Vegetable vendor? How about some hearty vegetables, der Herr? Der Herr, is that a type of sir? I think that might be a sir. We might have actually just gotten hard sirred. In which case, sweet. What does that say on the blackboard? Oh, is that writable? Oh, I thought that was very well written. It says 125 grams of chantilly's for 50 heller. And 250 gram boletates for 1 krone. Ah, I see. Thank you, thank you. But why the potato drawing on the top? Potato? That's a mushroom! Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me see what you have here. Chantilly's. Those are a type of onions, right? Well, we can make a good stew with the beef we just bought. We'll take the chantilly's, I think. We're just trying to get more comfortable with who we are before we jump into the fire. Yes? I would like to... Speak up, dear! I would like to buy something. Alright, what do you want to buy? Some pretzels, please. Excuse me. Yes? Huh, your mouth doesn't move when you talk. How do you do that? Long years of rigorous training. I don't even need to blink anymore. Okay, this is just fourth wall from the game dev animator. Always vigilant, always at the... Okay, that's a good, Flower vendor. Would you like to buy some flowers, mynheer? I have several on sale that are sure to make your lady swoon. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Oh, thank you, but no, I'm just browsing. I heard you were spelling some, special paint. My name is Gustav Klimt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Oh, Herr Klimt! What an honor, what an honor. But to think that a man of your caliber would visit my humble stall. Why, yes, I have a very special paint. Very special. It's just for you. You could, of course, can have it. It's free for you. Free for you. But if you need any more of it, do come back. Do come back. I would be honored if a master painter like you would use my paint. Oh, thank you. Oh, this looks very good. I will put this paint to very good use. Oh, can I interest you in anything else? I have... Oh, no. I'm alright. I don't think I changed the context of the story by adding that. Let's talk to the herbalist. Mynheer, welcome! Can I help you? What exactly are you selling? Oh, I sell all kinds of useful things. Cures, ointments, curiosities. For example, maybe I can interest you in this exotic powder. Ground bone of a colorful beast. It invigorates and rejuvenates. No, the effects are quite well worth the price. To be blunt, this sounds very weird. People actually buy this? Mynheer, no need to be rude. I assure you, men of all walks of life buy from my stall. Huh. Well, if you're not going to buy anything, please make room for customers to do. Everyone in chat knows what he's selling, right? I don't need to tell you guys what he was trying to sell us, right? Ground rhinoceros horn for erectile. That's what. In case you didn't parse that. Yeah, no. That was almost certainly rhinoceros horn. Good afternoon, sir. I believe you are new to our cafe? Oh, how can you tell? I never forget a face. Nice. Extraordinary. Well done. How may I assist you? I'm Emil Schnell, a visiting mathematician from Berlin. I was told I must introduce myself to the gentleman of the radius. Berlin? Oh, how wonderful. Unfortunately, you are the first to arrive. We don't know that it's the back room. We can't say this. This will give us away. Now, this is the correct end. Like, this is a bad end. This is a disaster ending. He asks how we know it's in the back room. If this is our first time here and we haven't been introduced yet, everything goes catastrophically if we click that button. What do you suggest? I mean, this obviously is going to be to have a seat and have a cup of tea. This one adds a little bit of... I think emotionally we might need to say this anyways. Have I come so far just to be turned away? Oh, my dear sir, of course, you are welcome to visit for them and wait for them in the back room. Do you see the door? Ah, the radius, yes. Very clever. Ha! Ah, thank you. Mynheer, what can I do for you? Ah, no, I'm good. Of course. We should have some... Ooh, quarreling couple. What are they about? She keeps looking at me. Oh, are we cute? I don't feel comfortable flirting with her. Are we cute? There's no more room for my coat. And then again, I'm not so enthusiastic about removing a layer. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We do not have a binder. I surely wouldn't be allowed to join them. We say with a giggle to ourselves. Another fabulous mustache. I'm not really interested in theater. There's enough dress-up in my life as it is, huh? Many kinds of different cake. Gabe, I'm going to be doing a game development stream next week. Actually, a couple of game development streams next week. I will be delighted to talk to you about that stuff then. Or you can join the Discord and we can talk there later. Does the waiter recognize us? Would you like some coffee? Milk and sugar seems reasonable. Yes, please. Milk and sugar. Certainly. Slurp. Just right. Well, we don't want to go to the kitchen, and unless the coffee goes straight through us, we won't be going in there. Mountain painting. Painting of some mountains. The label reads, Pio Alto. Pio Alto. Doesn't look like anything to me. Strangely deformed seat. My god. It's an impressive butt imprint. I wonder whose seat this is. The seat's very clean compared to the others. I can't stand sitting. Problem of the week? What is pi? Keeping their minds active. With puzzles posed by Zoller, no doubt. Well, what... Okay. 3.1415926539132? I might be off at... No, I think I'm off at the end. I can think I can only get like 10 or so that I'm confident in. This week it's about the origin of the number pi. Oh, the origin of the number pi. Huh. Pi. I'll see what I can do, but puberty is making my voice sound like a duck dying in yogurt. Oh, yeah, that's definitely how it'd be. I must prove myself by solving this. Pi. The radius? Yeah. Yeah, we know that. So, yeah, it's... Bam. If I picture it like that, then it becomes fairly obvious. But who's the origin... pi is the key to the circle. Of course, pi is absolutely the key to... Pi is the key to modern mathematics in general. Pi is literally the most important number in modern mathematics. And we just went all in on it. Oh gosh. No, I tell you, that won't work either. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. You never agree with me. What was that voice? Zoller himself couldn't find anything. So it's difficult when a character is off-screen. I've talked about this before when talking about book narration. Is when a character is voiced off-screen before the player or reader is expected to understand what they are, is difficult to give them a noise. Pi is the key to happiness. True. Oh, what have we here? A visitor? You must forgive me, gentlemen. I hope that what I've written here can serve as a calling card of sorts. Oh, it can indeed, sir. I like this iterative at the bottom. That is quite remarkable. Gernot, Zoller, at your service. And you are? Ah, I am Emil Schnell, from the Friedrich Wilhelm Universität in Berlin. I thought I knew most of the fellows at the University of Berlin. But please, feel welcome, sir, to the Radius. You obviously belong. Hello. Don't you ever listen to me? Ah, please. That must be his butt that's weird. He definitely seems like a person with a weird butt, right? Picture. It's a picture of the members of the Radius. Oh. Let's start on this side. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Emil Schnell. Rock. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Rock. What's your field of expertise? Complex analyses. Number theory. Oh, do we joke? I'm looking for help. I know we joke. Oh, a prime combination? Your fields of expertise. Prime? No. Looking for help with my current thesis? Topic? Functions of change in conjunction with the time and states. Oh, are we doing sine wave law stuff? Not my area of expertise. Cheers, then. They're arguing. I don't want to intrude. True. That's good to hear, Gabe. That is. Mathematician. He's just snoring. Huh. Ah, Schnell. Do you teach it? I myself attended the Berlin University. Uh-oh. Studied under the great Karl Wettness himself. I just skipped over that word. A gifted man. And of course, I was his best student. There were others. Oh, that Russian woman. She wasn't even allowed to audit classes. But never mind that. You must surely know of Weiner Strauss as well. The father of modern analysis, they call him. Wienerstrasse. I better learn more about my colleagues in Berlin, of course, but seriously, I am very selective by the Radius members. Yeah, no, he doesn't actually want to ask us questions, he just wants to hear himself talk, so we can just safely ignore anything that comes out of his mouth. What? Tell me, do you know many lecturers at the Berlin University? Do you keep in touch with them? Some of them. But I was always busy. Do you know Robert Koch? I'm just asking because... Oh, never mind why. Do you know him? No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a shame. Robert Koch. I should look up that name when I get some time. In case it's important for my ruse. We don't want to talk to him about anything else because he's going to talk over us about Berlin, and we're not ready for that right now. Ah, I found something. Oh, well, yeah. 3.14159. Yep, well, I know I got that part off the top of my head. Good day, my name is Emil Schmel, and you are? Good day, Herr Schnell. My name is Stefan Nenna. As you said, you are from the University of Berlin, was it? Oh, yes, that is correct. And so are you a lecturer as well? I teach at the University of Vienna in the mathematics facility. I look forward to comparing notes. Oh, gladly. Yes? What is it that you teach exactly? Oh, I teach discrete mathematics. I also taught a short lesson on something really interesting a few weeks back, about a process called the Markov chain. Markov chains are pretty cool. I try to broaden the horizon of all of my students, now and then, with new theories. What's a Markov chain? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. No one around here seems to be interested in discussing new theories anymore. Well, that's entirely why we're here. Robert Koch? He had an early tuberculosis vaccine that did not work, but it was one of the early attempts at it. That makes sense. A Markov chain, as Markov himself describes it, is a process where a state transitions to another, with the probability of the next state being depending purely on the current one. I mean, we're using a lot of loaded language here, and I think that my chat's smart enough to understand everything. I just trust you guys. Consider a drunkard walking on a numbered line. Each step he either moves forward by one step or backwards by one. So, the next step or state depends only on his current position, not where he stumbled already. Correct. Ah, very interesting. So, the drunk in the lamppost. If you have a drunkard in a lamppost, and they take a random step in any direction, every single step is completely random, independent of where the previous steps were. Statistically speaking, they will average not going anywhere. On average, they will stay within 10 paces of the starting lamppost, regardless of what direction they choose to walk, because the mathematics of going in one direction are counted out by the probability of going in the opposite direction. I have a question about one of the other members. Oh, what did you want to know? Can you tell me about Zahler? What about him? Is he the founder of the Radius? Oh, yes, along with Elric and Rach. How did the Radius come to be? Well, as far as I know, Zahler was looking for like-minded people. Sort of elite mathematicians. The best of the best, of course. You know how it is, to exchange opinions and theorems and all the topics mathematical. He had heard about a circle of mathematicians in London, and so decided to found one himself here in Vienna. That would be at Cambridge? No. His Majesty was intrigued and agreed to fund the Radius, as long as it led to mathematical progress. Gabe, I'll be hanging out in there after the stream. That's fair. Elric and Rock were quick to join, as were several others. Over time, Worm, then Nikek, and I joined as well. Who's the man sleeping in the corner? Oh, that's Elric, the doctor in our circle. Oh, why is he sleeping? Oh, it was subtle at first. He just fell asleep one time and no one noticed. Now he feels so at home here that he just falls asleep every afternoon. You know what? That seems fun. We've known him for so long. Don't really mind. And the two arguing fellows? Ah, Ninek and Verm. Excuse me? Those are the names. The one on the left is Nikek. They don't seem to get along very well. Ah, don't worry. They fight a lot. what about?
Math, mostly.
Watch seems fairly taciturn.
He wasn't always. He's actually quite a brilliant mind, but he's a horrible teacher. Oh, don't tell him I said that.
I'm looking for some help with my current thesis.
Oh, what are you working on?
Functions of change. I'm looking at the change states in these kind of functions.
Oh, intriguing. I don't think I can be much help with that. My focus is on discrete mathematics, on moving particles and constraint systems. Perhaps some of the other members of the radius could assist you.
But the Markov chain you explained before is just that. It's a process of change.
Just because discrete mathematics is my area of expertise doesn't mean I don't enjoy dabbling in all of mathematics.
That's actually fair. I respect that.
With varying degrees of success.
Oh, take care then.
You too, Schnell.
I mean, that's kind of all we can really do here, huh? Oh, I mean... Oh, they hurt us.
Schnell, what's so interesting about my chair?
Oh, nothing, sorry. Well, he was mentioning change. I should just, because this is a story about, about their own personal change.
Ah, Schnell.
My advice, Gabe, is don't bring up your age. And people won't judge you on it. Same thing that we're dealing with in here. Prove yourself based on your merits. If you can prove yourself based on your merits and show that you're working on a game and that you are working as a designer, then don't worry what people say about what you're dealing with. Just show them what you're actually accomplishing. And like we're trying to do here, this is actually, you know what? This storyline is actually very appropriate to your own situation, isn't it? Except you're dealing with ageism instead of sexism. I'd like to talk about my...
So, Herr Schnell, you are a professor at Berlin University.
Always.
Well, of course you must be, but probably very new to it.
Actually...
a supply teacher.
Herr Zoller.
What is it?
I'd like to talk about my theory.
Oh, fine. Let's hear it.
Functions of change in conjunction with time and states.
Curious. That sounds a lot like my own work. Well, I can't deal with such distractions at this time. I need to work on my own theories. But do ask the other members. They need the challenge.
So basically this guy's trash, is what we're hearing. This guy is not very good. And he is the kind of person who wants to be a part of academia without actually being academic. That's my read on him, maybe.
Schnell, I told you, I have no time for your distractions. Perhaps one of the other members have time to listen to your theories.
So that guy's just a jerk in general. I wonder where they got it from. I don't suppose they just make these. It was probably a commission. Big snores out of Elric. They're still arguing. Goodbye. I think that's all we can do here for now. Yeah, ignore the stigma, go what you want to create, and let your work talk for you. I think that's good advice. I came here looking for help, but these mathematicians, I'm not even certain they can help anymore. And if they can't, what do I do? I hope my masquerade isn't a waste of time. I mean, we also feel more emotionally comfortable so far. Like, we feel accepted in ways that we were rejected about before. Oh. Ahem. Oh, hold the door for the two young women. Yes, we are expected to be in a masculine role, and we need to fulfill that. Because of culture and what this society expects of us. So we're going to hold the door for the two women. And we get to see that radius there. Thank you for holding the door. Are those the sycophants from the other storyline? I trust your visit to the radius was rewarding, Schnell. If I could not remember how I was treated, I would not know to mimic it now. Every change in behavior occurs over time.
I'm afraid I don't understand mathematics.
You're exactly right. It is mathematics. What's your name?
Morris, sir.
Morris. Ah, yes, of course it would be. All maitre d's are named Morris. Morris, you're a genius.
If only my parents had seen that.
Aww. Now we get to walk up the stairs more confidently than we did before, huh? I need to get out of these uncomfortable clothes. We need to buy new clothes. And we have a stew to make. Quick now, I must write this down. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Days ago I would not have known what the ladies at the cafe expected of me. But now I just remember the gentleman who once opened the door for me. My behavior changed. And that change transpired over a given parameter. Every change occurs with respect to a given parameter. That's it. And yeah, no, that checks out. We get what that parameter is can change depending on what you're handling. Of course. That's it. Knock knock. Eh? I need to change first. Wardrobe. Just some clothes. Oh, changing that. There we are. Although I don't feel like it would, I guess a woman in trousers would be seen as odd at this time in this era, huh? That's too bad. That's really just too bad. Emma! Am I interrupting? Oh, no, of course not. Today you look much happier. Oh, I am much happier, Nicole. How are you? The same. I'm always the same. Have your parents returned? No, they've gone to Sweden. Nicole! It's time for your history lesson! History? I hate history. It never changes. Well, it does. It really does. History changes based on our perspective and understanding of history. And what people are willing to record, let's be honest with ourselves here. But that's an entirely different discussion that this game isn't having right now. Though it might. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Nicole! I don't even know what accent I was going for there. Days later. I'm going to pause here for just a quick couple of seconds. One moment. Terribly sorry about that. I have more water now, and that is what is important. Days later. Oh, we're dressed. Oh, no, we're dressed as, okay. But where are we going? Huh. Let's go to the barracks. We should go to the barracks as a meal at some point. Fashion history and what we are learning from it changes on a daily basis. Yes, very true. A book was once a viable guide is no longer supported by the evidence. I mean, a lot of books are no longer supported by modern evidence because people recorded. There's an old saying that the victor writes the history book, and in some cases we're only now understanding the true nature of what that meant, of what that means. Where are we going today? We will have to go to work. Let's check the market again. And I mean, well, let me just real quick. Changes all around me. I just need to keep an open mind.
Madame, how can I help you?
Is that a pig's head?
Ah, yes it is.
Okay then.
Would you like to buy it?
No. I'd like to buy some meat, please. Could I have some, one chicken? One chicken. Cleaned, if you would be so kind.
Pretty lady, anything for you?
What's on sale?
Everything.
Let's see, what are we getting this time? Chicken, what's gonna go well with the chicken? Chicken and squash? Actually, that sounds quite good. I'd like to buy that large squash, please. There's the guard and the herbalist. I wonder what he's gonna try and sell us.
Such a fine lady herself would surely be interested in some exquisite ointments, yes?
What exactly are you selling?
I sell all kinds of useful things. Cures, ointments, curiosities. A lady might be interested in these eye drops. They make the pupils of the eyes dilate. It's deemed very attractive. The lady could certainly benefit.
Excuse me?
No disrespect was meant. No. Your eyes are already lovely. It's the noblest of intentions, I assure you. I only wish to help the lady become... well...
more. I am not interested. My mother used such drops and she nearly went blind.
Well, if you're not going to buy anything, please make room for those that do.
Taylor 47 Ronin. So change only happens over a given parameter. In this case, time, but also not beyond time emotional state. What does we have in here? The Emperor is in? I'm not allowed any closer. Oh, is that a Hofburg? Emperor? Huh, I'm not sure about that. We should probably go to work, though. And we need to be careful not to go to work as Emil, and we want to make sure we don't go to the Vadius as Emma, and I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen, and I'm terrified of it. I am just terrified of what's about to happen. I think that either we are going to... I think we're going to break our glasses. I think we're going to break our glasses, and we're going to go to the Radius without our glasses on, and the Maitre D is going to recognize us as Emma instead of Emil, and I think that's going to be catastrophic. Just emotionally for us, if nothing else. All right now, Emma, concentrate. Every change occurs over a given parameter. So to preserve a state in that change, I need to know why it's happening, how it's changing, or I need to slow it down. We don't necessarily need to slow it down. Things that are changing of a parameter are easier to analyze if they're slowed down, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you must. But we need to know how it's changing. Why is an analysis of extrinsic factors, which are may not be relevant to the mathematics at hand, but we need to know how it's changing so that we can quantify it and analyze it. Huh. It's a good thought. I'm still missing something else. Let's try something else then. To preserve a state in change. Do you have Freud's jokes in their relation to the unconscious? Oh, yes, of course. A joke book by Freud. Can someone in chat look if that's real? This game still doesn't like me to alt-tab, but I'm afraid of it crashing. Can someone tell me if Sigmund Freud actually wrote a joke book? I must know this. Oh, it should be in the psychology section. What about, oh, yes, 3 essays on the theory of sexuality. On the theory of what? The sex book? There's a waiting list for that one. I think this one sounds professional, and... there's a waiting list for that one. May I have your name? Oh, my name, never mind. Just didn't feel comfortable saying it. Oh yes, nightshade eye drops were used. Yep, that is very true. Yes. I thought you were talking about something else in this story, but yes, nightshade eye drops were used, and were very, very dangerous. I should try another approach. To preserve a state in a change. preserve it, you need to know why it's happening to figure out how to preserve it, right? Nah. Where and how? What am I missing? To preserve a state and change. How are you today, Frau Rexenzak? Oh, I'll be. Wittgenstein. I heard about your father. I'm sorry for your loss. I think I messed up that guy's voice. You're back from Manchester? Oh, only for a few days. I wanted to return Russell's Principles of Mathematics. And Frenge's Gegensätze Arithmetik. I messed up that word so bad. I know people in chat are going to be angry at me for messing that up. You touched Nightshade before and was told afterwards it was poisonous? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, were they helpful? I've only read Frege's book.
At first I believed the books were in conflict. When I was in England I studied them again and again. I almost gave up on them. It wasn't until crossing the channel and putting both books down for a while that I began to see the commonalities.
This guy's respectful to us. That's actually nice. This guy's talking us. Look at the book is a psychology behind how jokes and laughter affect people. I will have to look that up later because Freud referencing the unconscious is a big part of what started Jung's studies into the collective unconscious and his thoughts about the shared conceptualization of unconscious that we all share. So that was probably a fundamental work for Jung, and I have not read it, which means I probably should. Sorry, that was a complete sidetrack.
If only I could find the right words to describe to you what it felt like.
Well, if you don't know how to talk about it, I mean, he's talking about change. Maybe you shouldn't. No, I didn't want to say that part.
Ha! Where one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. A good philosophy, Frau Wagnerzak. A good day to you.
Oh, good day, Wittgenstein. Sten or Stein? Stein? Wittgenstein. Wittgenstein. The change in his thinking came from observations. At first he was too close, but then... he changed his perspective. When did Ludwig see the commonalities between the two books? On the ferry across the channel. When he was in a liminal space, when he was in a transitory space. Oh, that's it! His change of mind came about in the few hours between Dover and Calais. The change can only be observed within a certain time frame. Well, that makes sense because the change only exists in a certain time frame. The state that it is in and the state it becomes is only done in reference points. I need to go home and write this down. And it's regular. We're leaving the books there. We're leaving that for one of our coworkers. We gotta go write this down while we can.
Oh, pardon me. I'm looking for an address. Salvatore Gasse 23. Am I heading in the right direction?
Ah, yes you are. The building's just there. Do you know someone who lives there?
Ah, yes, my niece, Nicole. I visited her a couple times before.
Wait a minute.
But I still get lost in the city.
Oh, I know her. She's my friend. I try to spend as much time with her as I can.
That's very kind of you, madam. I am so glad Nicole has a friend. And thank you. Please tell me, how is she?
Is she happy? You're her uncle, you say? To be honest, I hate to tell you this, but no.
My sister and her husband travel a great deal. Are they looking after her?
I have never seen them. Ooh. She's alone much of the time, true. Her governess yells, true. I think this one is a better stab, but this one pierces his heart. This one is, I have never seen them.
Oh dear, I was afraid of that. I must see her, and see what I can do. Thank you.
Of course, let's go. We still need to get back and write down. Backward. Wittgenstein's thinking changed. Where are we? Wittgenstein's thinking changed. Okay. What are we looking at here? I don't... through the crossing. I mean, we're basically... I think that we're basically trying to figure out the existence and handling of a sine wave, right? He observed the change in a given time frame. A change can only be observed in a given time frame. Of course. I can only see a falling leaf while it's still falling. Time to impress the radius. Go out as... Wait, hold on. Nothing there. The world is so full of math. What surprises await me today? Everything is math, friends. Everything you do is math. I want to buy new glasses. I want to go to the market and buy new glasses because A, I want non-prescription lenses. B, I don't want my glasses to break and not have a backup. Because I'm terrified. No, go back to the men's shop. Go back to the men's store. Heck. Heck! This game is taunting me. It's taunting me with what I am terrified of the plot twist being.
Good day.
Yes. I'm very busy right now. Okay. Gender is dumb. I think that's the basic plot of this entire game. Let's just start writing on the blackboard and see. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. Nonsense! You probably just made a mistake somewhere. Why you...
Again, can no one solve this problem? Oh, Schnell, why don't you try your luck with this week's problem?
This absolute blighter is putting these problems up, and whenever he comes to a problem in his own mathematical proof that he's creating, and he's making them do it, and he's not going to actually give them credit. Zahler's making them harder every week. Yeah, no, this absolute blighter is using the radius to forward his own mathematics rather than actually... Oh my gosh, I don't like this guy even more.
Well, of course. So, get to it. We're trying to find correlations between primes.
Numerology. Not my strong suit. Prime correlation is hard because they are not. Prime correlation is just a real dead end. Yeah, no, this... That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. Oh, if he steals our work, then ooh boy. Alright, so... Prime... So, 2. 1 is not prime. Always remember, 1 is not prime. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19... So these bars look... Yeah. The spiral... Okay. I need to not meta this. I don't know how much I should meta this. The spiral theory of prime numerology is debunked, and I can explain why. But that's like an entirely different stream on its own. But we're doing spiral correlation of numerology, and the spiral correlation theory states that if when arrayed as a spiral, the pattern of primes becomes visible. This would probably be the best representation of that, but that theory is not valid because it is dependent on how many points you have in the outer rings, and that isn't actually related to the primes. That's more related to Fermat and corners that aren't primes. No, maybe not. What if I just say 2? No. Maybe the distance between the two primes? Nope, that's well easily to disprove. The people initially thought that was relevant, but that was disproved all the way back in hacking Archimedes' range. Maybe that's something? No, I don't think so. Yeah. This right here is there's something here. There's not. Sometimes these straight lines appear. Those straight lines appear. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Almost as if the numbers have a certain pattern to them. Oh, interesting. I think this is not going to be a huge numerology stream. I think they do. Oh, he's got it. If I extrapolate, is that a new method to find primes? It looks conclusive. It's not. So again, gentlemen, our guest from Berlin triumphs. Yep. It is. That's exactly what it's attempting to do, is to use a method of discovering primes based on a derivation of the Fibonacci method of the Fibonacci numbers sequence. That's what I'm looking for. Sequence, which ends up being when arrayed into an increasing size spiral. I can link you a video later that actually explains why that doesn't actually work. Even the oh, the luck of the Germans with him. Nonsense. Our colleague has a gift, and that much is clear. I agree. It is quite remarkable. Ah, gentlemen. It's only in your company that I flourish. Is he trying to ridicule us? No, you misunderstand. He might have it already. You just didn't notice. Ah, I assure you. Hello. From the hospital, sir. Oh no.
Gentlemen, you must excuse me.
Welcome back.
Herr Schnell, would you like to join me outside? Some sacratore and some coffee, perhaps? Oh, tort. Sacratore. What the heck am I doing? Foam secretort and some coffee, perhaps? My treat.
Oh, certainly. We just have to not take off our glasses, because the maitre d' will notice us, and I'm just absolutely horrified that he's going to clock us. The maitre d' is going to 1000% clock us. We all know this. Ooh. Like, okay, in case it's not obvious, the maitre d' clocking us is actually making me as nervous as I have been in playing some, like, the Resident Evil streams. And the maitre d' clocking us actually has me super concerned. I'll help you out with that after the streams, Gabe. I will be glad to assist you. What was all that about? I'm back in the Vadius. Zoller's sister is terminally ill with tuberculosis. Oh, I'm truly sorry to hear about that. My father died of it. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Father always encouraged me, believed in me. I became a mathematician because of him. I'm glad he did. I got to meet you because of him. I'm intrigued by your notions of change. States of change and the collapse of such states? I admit, I'm struggling with it myself. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. I don't think so. Just wait till we get our cake, and I'll show you what it looks like. To bite off more than one can chew. Nom. Big noms.
If you really feel that way... Well, I probably shouldn't mention it, but this is Zoller's field, too.
Yeah, but Zoller...
But he's a proud man, and maybe disinclined to help.
Because he's going to try and steal our heckin' theorem. Jerk.
I believe he's beginning to consider you a rival. You might try Elric. He's done some similar work.
Every time I approach him, I find him asleep.
Yes, he does enjoy his afternoon naps. A difficult wall to breach, to be sure.
Would you look at my equations? I do value your opinion.
If you'd like. But I assure you this is outside my expertise.
Thank you, Nienner. You are a good friend. Gentlemen, please pardon the interruption and allow me to introduce myself. My name is Franz Merkert.
Oh, the artist. So this is an honor.
We were actually playing as friends in the previous stream.
What can we do for you?
About your friend here. Schnell. Emil Schnell. You must forgive me, but I have been studying you from across the room.
Oh?
The layers of you are contradictory somehow.
Layers?
Contradictory? Not at war with one another, but a duality. Changing. At first I thought one thing, but later I saw another in conflict with the first. Changing, you say? I must paint you.
So we did not actually get this in our run, when we were playing as Merkert. But no.
I would be honored. Excellent.
The problem is that these two characters have the same voice, because I just using my protagonist voice.
You will present a challenge I've never faced before, but I promise you I will capture you.
Uh-oh.
My workshop is at Hollandaise 10. Please come at your earliest convenience. And gentlemen, pray continue your luncheon.
Oh, is that what's going to dox us? Is that what's going to clock us?
This game has me fearing for... In the beginning, he thought differently about me, and then in the end, I must leave now.
Go along. I just might help myself to another piece of the show tort.
My German is abominable in this game. Has just been highlighting it the whole time. I need to go home and write this down. Let's work on that theorem first, and then we can go. Oh, this entire thing is about gender and the human concept of it. And the human concept of gender is really, really dumb. It's too much hot in here dressed like this. I hope every change occurs within respect to a given parameter. A change can only be observed in a given time frame. The painter, when he first observed me, he thought one thing. Then he changed his mind. So was it a change there, or was the change more gradual, simply when he realized the first parameter and then he accepted the second parameter? It was towards the end that he realized something. He recognized the change at a certain point in the change that is not necessarily respective of when the change actually began to occur, but it had something to do with the entire conversation, though. So, the parameters, the change here, every change has an origin and a destination state. A falling leaf starts attached to its branch, and just a few minutes later it rests on the ground. Finally, I can build a relation between these states in my theory. Yeah. Starting to come together, I can feel it. Now, to meet that painter. Oh, but not like this. If the painter doxes us, then whew, that's better. Later at the artist's workshop. You see far too much, sir.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, no. Whew. That did not go as I had hoped. No. He saw our femininity and was trying to depict us both as masculine and feminine. But we're not willing to accept that other people... We're not willing to let other people in right now. We're not willing to let other people... We're still working that out ourselves, and we're not willing to let other people work that out for us yet. Which is valid. It's entirely valid to have a point where you don't have the ability to work through it yourself, and to come back to it and to need to process it yourself. But don't be afraid to let other people in if you think they can help you. But yeah, a random painter on the street, probably not going to be as useful as a therapist. Just putting that out there. Just saying. We are dressed as Emil. Let's head over to the... I really want to get lost and find that that clothing store again. That clothing store is just very important, right? Like... we should have plenty of food. Yes? I would like to buy something. What do you want? Some pretzels, please. Let's grab a quick lunch on the go. Oh, there's another starving artist. Good day. Oh, and a good day to you. Can I interest you in some fine gentleman in a painting? What do you have for sale? This one might pique the interest of a man such as yourself. The magnificent painting is called Danae. It's most popular. I only sell my paintings to esteemed clientele, such as yourself, I'm sure. Only 200 kronen. Painting seems awfully familiar. I'm here quite often. You must have seen it before, from the distance. In any case, thank you, but I am not interested. Are you certain? Yes. Well, if you should change your mind, you should know where to find me. But who knows if Danae will still be waiting for you. My paintings sell like hotcakes. Ha 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 ha. I have no idea where I was going with that voice, but I kind of like it. I wonder if you went back to the previous chapter and our character in this would react differently. I'm guessing that each chapter is standalone. I'm guessing that that would not be the case. But imagine the fragile mental state of American if we did do that. Imagine how American would react if their client stood up, walked out, and slammed the door in the middle of being painted. We know American now. We know American's mental state, the artist, Franz American. He would have been obliterated. Ooh, and I feel bad for him. But, I mean, Emil's going through a lot of their own stuff right now, so I can't, actually blame them for what's going on. But, oh, golly. Yes? No. Would you like to buy some flowers, mynheer? I have several later ends. Yes, okay, we already had this. I think we're pretty well on all of our food. We still have it on our desk, so I don't need to worry about that. And we have more practice being male, and we're being accepted as male, which is more important to for us right now. You know what we could also do? I'm stuck. I want to go to the library as Emil, just for the different experience of it. And if you think I'm projecting my own, no, don't worry about it. Excuse me, I was wondering. Schnell! What a surprise! Oh. Hello, Alvrik. I've come here to get some kind of advantage for the next problem of the week. But even here you best me. You're always fast asleep. I didn't know you cared. Of course I care. 1 minute I doze off, while thinking about the solution of the problem. Next I wake up, the problem solved, with you quite smug next to the solution that I have already figured out. How do you do it? Stay awake? Well, the change transpires while you're asleep, without observation during the time frame. The change must seem instantaneous. Well, yes, but... Huh. You're right. For I will able to wake while you solve the problem. I can observe the change myself. Exactly. Huh. You've given me something to think about. I'll see you later in the radius, yes? That was actually super valuable. Oh my gosh, that was incredibly late. Could you please keep it down next time? Aw. Recognize you were always messing with my system. That's true, we did leave him a stack of books last time. Excuse me? Yes, what is it? We did leave him a stack of books to put away when he came in for the morning shift, so you know what? That's on us, that's fair. Do you have something from or about... Oh yes, we wanted to check these up. Robert Koch?
Let me look that up for you. Ah, yes. We have a copy of the etiology of the tuberculosis. A short article published in the Berlin Clinical Weekly.
Oh, thank you. I'll just quickly skim through it if that's all right.
Oh, of course.
So Robert Koch is a physician and microbiologist. Oh. It was groundbreaking research on tuberculosis. He received a Nobel Prize in Medicine. So Zoller must have been interested in getting to know Koch because of his ill sister. Or because he's chasing a Nobel Prize that he's not earning. What about, Weiner Strauss? Strauss. It is Strauss. It is not Strauss. It's Strauss. Karl Weiner Strauss.
No, let me look it up for you. I have several works by and about him. The most often one lent to us is a theory of able functions.
What's it about?
Well, I'm no expert on maths, but it seems to be some sort of analytical functions.
Oh, interesting. May I borrow it I might borrow it another time.
Certainly.
Do any of the works mention a lady student of his?
Oh, one moment. Surprisingly, yes. A woman named Sophia Keklovachya.
That's his failing the pronunciation, not mine. I could totally pronounce that. I was wondering if you have the book. I mean, Elusive Epsilon sounds relevant to what we're working on. We're not really working on Trig exactly, and this sounds less... Is this every week a problem?
52 mind-bending problems for the mathematical mind? Oh, we have it, but unfortunately it's lent. It's lent to Kroner.
He's not using his own stuff. He's just tossing down... Oh my gosh. What about Elusive Epsilon?
Ah, yes, we have it. But unfortunately, I don't know where it is at the moment. Sorry about that.
Do you have Tricky Trig?
I'm sorry, we don't have that one. It's complicated.
Let's see if we have anything about Sofia Kovalevskaya. A Sofia Kovalevskaya. I'm sorry. My mispronunciation actually cost me viewers. That's actually hilarious. Like, well, either that or YouTube's being YouTube and just... Anyways, I found one recent newspaper article about her. Here you go. Oh, an obituary. Age 41. First female professor of mathematics, beloved mother and sister. Died Tuesday morning of influenza. Oh. First female professor of mathematics?
Anything else?
Let's see. And yes, kobolds are mythological creatures. They are sometimes represented as small dragons or sometimes represented as small fae. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine. But my colleague...
I wish you didn't mess with my system all the time. Is this Dewey? Is this Dewey Decimal? I'm very careless. Can I help?
I don't think so. Unless you can see how this system is supposed to work. It all seems random.
It's not random. Just increase the numbers to 6 and start counting at 0 again.
What?
Go ahead. I'm sure it's right.
Oh, really? Goodness gracious. It all makes so much more sense. Thank you,
Schnell. My pleasure, Hugo. He didn't tell us his name.
How do you... well, no matter. Have a good day, Schnell.
You too. No, he didn't tell us his name.
Focus on physics. What is the name of the first electricity detective?
Sherlock Holmes. Game, please. You're killing me.
Chemistry. You heard the one about a chemist who was reading a book about helium? He just couldn't put it down.
Little Timmy was a chemist. Little Timmy is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. There's my chemistry joke for all y'all. I like that joke.
What do you call a fish that operates on brains? A sturgeon. A neurosturgeon. Yeah, Okay, no, you get 0 points for that one. Okay. Okay. Change has a beginning and an end state. But what if I can't see the end? Well, you have to extrapolate the end state based on current values, but you can never be certain of it until you're outside of the time state that the change is existing in, right? I'm going back to the apartment in case we can write stuff down. No, don't get out of those clothes. Backward. Nothing new to add? Really? What does Axiom 3 say? Every change has an origin and a destination state. I somewhat agree with that. It's true in the scope of what she's talking about, but it is worth noting that there is also going to be a continued state after that. There will always be a continued state after that, which will have its own change states. So while she's talking about it, well, they are talking about a specific state in it within a certain constraint. Good day. Whirling couple. She's winking in my direction. Ooh. Danger, danger, danger. Alright, wait. Should we practice going to the bathroom? The lavatories. I'd rather use my own home. Meeting facilities might prove awkward. Okay. It's not done yet. Oh, they're working on fractals. That's a Mendelbrot set right there. Ah, Schnell! Zoller's at the hospital again. His poor sister. Ha! Are you alright? Oh, don't worry about the cough. It's just the smoke. Well, good luck with that. Schnell, rather. Emil, I'm so sorry. Your theory. I feel so out of my depth, I'm drowning in variables. Forgive me, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time. Do you have the papers I gave you? Now, don't be angry. I gave them to Zoller. He's your best chance. Haven't you seen the way he studies me now? How many of them do? They watch me every move I make. They want to see me trip up. I'm sure that you're wrong. I'd like you to address my class. Me? But what could I talk about? Matthew, ninny! I wouldn't expect you to expound upon the care and feeding of Limousin's or, Limousineer horses. Well? Will you do it? Yes, my friend. For you, I will humiliate myself before your students. Magnificent! We'll arrange a date for you to speak. If nothing else, that's going to be a good collab opportunity for us to exist. That makes no sense! Can I actually talk to Ilric? You about? Nope, he's down. An empty fireplace. Someone drew pie in the ashes. It's a picture of the members of the race. Yes. Can we talk to these? No, you Servian fool. Can't you see the equation is solved? Can't you see all the variables still unsolved? Oh, that woke him up. Gentlemen, why don't you just ask Emil here? I'm sure he can end your disagreement with a single stroke. What would be the fun in that? Exactly. Oh my god, they've just agreed. They're both right. Here we go again. They're right because they're looking at two different parts of the same equation. One of them is right here, and another one is right at a different state. At first it might be unsolved, but in time it'll be finished. That's it. Schnell? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't stay right now. We're gonna drop our glasses down this entire staircase, and it's... Oh, I'm just terrified. We're gonna get clocked so hard. I am terrified of us getting clocked. Yeah,
Nikek and Worm argued whether the result of the equation was already found or not. So given a time frame, a change can... Ah, so what are we looking at here? This is what we've already been looking at before. I feel like this might... Yeah, the change can be ongoing. Yes, this is what I was saying the problem with your theorem was before. Yes, 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 yes. But at the moment of observation, the change can either be final or ongoing. Yes, I feel super validated right now. Because all changes will all forever still be ongoing. The ongoing of change, the nature of the... Okay. The falling leaf doesn't stop falling just because I stop looking at it. But where will the change lead them? Oh. Nicole! I know what this looks like. Yes. Last few weeks I saw a mister going into your apartment. A lot. I thought you were having an affair with an impossibly handsome man. I didn't understand why you wouldn't introduce me. It would have been difficult. Ha! That's for sure. Nicole, give me a moment to change, then I'll try to explain. Interesting change between when you don't have popcorn and when you... yeah. Fair. I'm not playing dress up. You're not? Emma? What? Oh! What do you want me to call you then? Oh my god. This child is... Okay. This child is so good then. Oh, sorry. That's the correct answer. That the child figured the correct. I don't know anymore. On some days I feel like Emma, but on others like Emil. Oh, yep, this hits. I know. I'll call you M. Oh, that's what you both have in common. Oh my gosh. This. Oh. Sorry, just big non-binary feels right here. I like that. Okay, think about somebody you know who's non-binary. I guarantee you their preferred name has either 3 or 4 characters in it. That's just a thing that I didn't realize was a thing until someone pointed it out, and I realized that everybody I know who's non-binary, their name is shortened to 3 or 4 characters. Like, it's actually a thing that I'd never, like, to 1 syllable, 3 to 4 characters. I don't know why. It's a thing, though. I wish I could go live with Uncle Leos again. We tried it, but he was too busy running the inn. Yeah, okay, that is the same person. I knew it, but I didn't mention it. I'm sure he'd love for you to stay with him, if it were possible. I know. Maybe someday. Right? Where are your parents? New York. Nicole, do you understand why I dress as a man sometimes? We stand Nicole in this chat, 100%. I think so. And I won't tell. You can't do what you want to either. You can't be who you are. Nicole, you are the best character in this entire world. Who you feel you are shouldn't matter if you have a dream. Everyone dreams. Everyone should have the right to try and make their dream come true. This game's gonna make me heckin' cry, I swear to heck. Look, there's little Gustav. His name means warrior. I wonder if he dreams about being a soldier. Yep, that's the observed change, and that's the potential trajectories that we are calculating him going on once he's out of observable range. He can be if he wants to be. No, he tells me he dreams of dessert mostly. Why must only men go to war? I don't know. Anyone who's gotten to the wrong side of Frau Kunz there would not want to meet her on a battlefield. And there's Miss Dorfel. That's the composer. She's a music student. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Emma. Nicole. I bet she dreams of playing in a big concert hall someday. She has a talent that women are allowed to have. But you know only men can be the first violin in an orchestra? Yep. The women were allowed to be the supporting roles, but the men were the only ones allowed to be the primary. Because humans are dumb. I think we should have lots of dreams, and that all of them should come true. That'd be wonderful. Wouldn't it? What's the matter? You look funny. What if we become... It doesn't have to be a single dream. You're right. In a change... Oh gosh. In a change, the destination could be a set of states. Nicole! You're a miracle! Nicole! Where are you? It's time for your sewing lesson. I almost said swing lesson. I don't think that she's taking swing dance. I don't think swing dance doesn't even exist yet. Not by a good 100 years. Ew, sewing. Let's reflect for... Hello, Emma. Whew. We have all of our food here. The whole world is full of math. I thought we were going to be doing both chapters of this today, but no, we're going to save the last one for next week. We're going to do that on Thursday. I'm actually considering dropping Epic Thursdays, honestly. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. If you guys want more random content or more... Emma, you just saw it. Perfectly formed, remember. The destination state can be a series of states, each with their own separate destination. Observation can be a set of states. Of course. If I turn away while watching the falling leaf, it could land, yes, but it could also be picked up by a gust of wind. Or disintegrate into dust. Not too likely, I'm afraid. Oh, Emma, you're almost there. Almost there. Now, how many... Oh, if this game just... I really don't want this game to dunk on me. Meanwhile...
Kara, I need your help. Your advice once... Your advice once again, dear sister. Ever since childhood, I have relied on you. I can't stop now. It's the strange Berliner who have allowed into the radius. He vexes me. Days have turned into weeks since Days have turned into weeks and he shows no sign of leaving us. And leave us he must. He is a cancer eating our little troop. The other fellows resent him. Each time he solves the problem of the weak, I can see the contempt for us in his eyes. And now, this. This. Nina gave me Schnell's current research. It's my field after all, but Schnell would never ask me for...
You absolute buffoon.
No. It's good, Kara. I think I see where he's headed, though, and it's a dead end. I think I could help him, but I hesitate. Why? Because I fear him. I fear he will prove it. He's not there yet, but one day, sooner or later, he could cast all of my work into the shadow. Into his shadow, no less. And I can't allow that to happen. Can I? No. No, you're right as always. I cannot allow it. First, I will appeal to a sense of justice. Yes, that's it. Maybe I'll convince him to turn away from his line of research and return to Berlin. If not, I must defend myself. You understand that, right? Your brother Garneau must defend his honor. Our family's honor. I'll go to him. His address is on these papers that Nenner gave me. No. No, please. I'll go. Reason with him. And if he refuses to listen to reason, well, in that case, I will destroy him. They put the emphasis on destroy. It was supposed to be, I will destroy him. But that sounded too aggressive, so I pivoted it. I shifted it over to, I will destroy him, because it's more the confident of the choice. That I was by saying I will destroy him, puts the emphasis on the confidence of the choice as opposed to the action. Because one of them is, what will I do? I will destroy him. Very aggressive, but saying I will destroy him means it's already rationalized, thought out. Is he knows that the destruction is where the path, but he hasn't decided the path yet. So, will they put the emphasis on destroy as a writer? I feel as an actor that the emphasis should is better put in place on will, because it's because of the decision and the confidence of that decision, rather than the anger of the action. That's my read, anyways. And oh, this game doesn't have voice acting, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what I'm here for. Where's our glasses? Where's our glasses? Where's our glasses? Where's our glasses? It's happening. It's happening. No, 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 no. I've never known how to prepare turnips. They're like wood. Ah! You cook? Peculiar. It's a trick, you see. Most people boil the turnips for 40 minutes or so, depending on how big they are, and leave it at that. It softens them up. But you aren't done yet. If you're not careful, they lose their flavor. Another reason I've avoided them. I don't boil, I roast. I cube the turnips and roast them for the same length of time. But there's a secondary step, you see. If you fail to do it, they will still not appeal. I'm not convinced, honestly. Oh, just wait, hear me out, hear me out. When the roasted cubes are soft and golden brown, I toss them with some apple cider, vinegar, and parsley. The vinegar locks in and enhances the flavor. That does sound good. Much like Robert Koch, Dr. Inflated Ego has forgotten that it takes a team of geniuses to solve a problem. Often. I'm not going to say always, because there are some problems that can be solved by a dedicated individual, and there are some others. There's a lot of situations, but yeah. The failure to accept collaboration is short-sighted and vain. I don't have time for a secondary step. Oh, that sounds like it would take ages. Sounds... Wait. Changes of state. Changes of state. To maintain the flavor, a secondary change is required. Now you have it. I just changed this guy's voice entirely. Won't you buy one? One? I'll buy 2. 3. No, a dozen. We didn't have our glasses on there, and I am absolutely terrified at the moment. I am just... Okay, we have our glasses. Thank gosh. Sometimes we... You know what? We should be hot in our apartment. Now, what did the vegetable vendor say? He talked about... turnips. He talked about maintaining a state. The state of... Yeah, to keep the flavor in to make sure the flavor state didn't change. Ah. To maintain a state of a change... No. Oh, thank gosh, it's you, Nicole. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna cook turnips. Turnips? You know I hate cooking, Emma. Emma? Schnell is... that woman. This changes everything. Same evening.
We have no weekly challenge this week, because Zeller's lost faith in us.
Lost faith in you, possibly. Zeller knows there will always be a place for an applied mathematician like me.
Ah, Emil. Will tomorrow evening be convenient? My class meets at 7. Oh, yes, my friend, I'll be there. I miss his poshness.
Schnell! Schnell. I have read your research. It's a claptrap. The meanderings of an unfocused, illogical mind.
Oh, you're wrong, Professor. I am much further along since I wrote those notes. I can hear the lion's song. I am very close to a solution.
Then let's put it to the test, shall we? A debate at the university at your earliest convenience. If you are man enough.
How do we proceed here? How do we proceed? You have nothing but respect. No, he doesn't. We don't know. Especially when he's being this aggressive, we do not bow down before him. Sir, if I could explain my theory, I like this line. This is going, hey, buddy, hold on, let me explain to you where I've gone since then, because you're clearly disagreeing with what is already on a different line. I was hoping you could help me. This aggressive posturing makes this already out of the way. Or, so be it, Jedi. Sir, if I could explain my theory.
You're a fraud, Schnell. Your hesitation proves it.
I'm speaking to Professor Nenner's class tomorrow evening at 7. Will that be soon enough?
That will do nicely. But this should not be confined to Professor Nenner's class. We'll debate in the main lecture hall, before the mathematicians faculty and the students at the University of Vienna. Do you agree?
I agree. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared, friends. I'm scared.
Why, Zeller? You're wrong to do this. All will become clear tomorrow, Nenner.
I like that I gave him a villain's voice from the start.
And I promise you will be surprised. And then, finally, all will be as it should be again.
Because he only is happy if he's the smartest man in the room. And he's only considers himself the smartest man in the room if he can stump other people and tear them down. And he tears them down by giving them very difficult mathematical questions that he didn't come up with, but that he already knows the answer to. Because he is a jerk. Oh, hey. She's from the other stories. Ooh. That was just a cameo. That was just a gratuitous cameo, actually. That didn't need to happen. I mean, it's nice to keep in mind the interconnectivity of the world. If that wasn't as poignant as some of the other times they've done it. Knock, knock. Emil, You forgot to take off Emil's glasses. I knew the glasses was going to be the problem. I knew it was going to be the glasses this whole time I said it. He already knows this by way of his statement. Because he said you forgot to take them off. He didn't say those aren't your glasses. He said you forgot to take off those glasses. These are both deflection. I'm not sure who I am anymore. I think this is... I think we might take this direction here. They make me dizzy if I wear them too long. No. Sometimes I'm not sure who I am. Your name is...
Your name is Emma?
Reknazak. The first time I visited the radius, I was dressed as you see me now.
I'm sorry. I remember a brief interruption. A woman.
I don't remember what she looked like. There's no reason you would. It was a woman.
Does Zeller know?
No. No one does except the little girl upstairs, my friend. Would you come in?
It would not be proper.
I don't understand. We're friends. Emil and I are friends. You are Emma. The two of us together in your room alone? It wouldn't be right, but I understand, I think. I also am not what I pretend to be. Are you going through with the debate? Oh, yes. I promise you I'll be there. Then I hope Zoller doesn't find out. He would crucify you. No, I'm scared. No, 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 no. University of Vienna, 7:02 p.m. Oh. Where is he?
Professor Schnell appears to be late. Ha! Tut tut. I cannot say I'm entirely surprised. However, we will wait in a few moments more.
Oh, wow. Who's that? I think that is Professor Schnell. No! Schnell's a woman?
Professor Schnell, at last we see you in your true colors. If that is even your real name.
Oh, it's not. Emma Reknizak. Okay. Emma Reknizak means we go full in on who we are. Reknizak, we go accept our last name and go from there. My non-binary ass is moving towards this one. Or, my name is of no concern to you. I mean, it is. It is a concern to him. This is a great teardown. This is a great line. But it's not true. If a man is too stubborn to believe the work of a poor man that can feed many, he's too stubborn to believe that seed could be from a fruitful crop. Yes. And what we have now built upon is yep. My name is M. M? Shorthand for emancipated? Gosh.
What sort of name is that? For a woman. Ha! Ha 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 ha! A woman.
This is relevant how? Valid. I may have missed the joke. Sassy. I'm here to debate mathematics, not gender. Yes! Yes! I am here to debate mathematics, not gender.
Gentlemen, I'm sure you agree this first should be called off.
I disagree, Professor.
You're a junior professor. You should take care.
We disagree. Let her speak.
I'm a professor of mathematics. What we teach. What they came to learn. Would you deny them that opportunity? They will learn nothing here from that woman.
Then you would deny them the opportunity to learn from you. We want to learn. Let us learn. I love how he's still in the cloud of smoke.
I defer to my colleagues.
We need to absolutely obliterate this guy.
Gentlemen, last time I checked, this was an institute of learning. May the students learn.
Gentlemen, to avoid a revolution, I suggest we let the debate continue.
I agree.
They agree.
So be it. This ends now. I've read your sorry attempts to come up with a theory of change. Maintaining a state of change. Preposterous.
Is it? Ooh. What you read was incomplete, Drew. Maybe you're out of your depth. You might not have understood it. Ooh, that's... Both 1 and 3 are really, really good. This is more professional, but he called us out. We don't need to be professional right now. Maybe you're out of your depth. Functions of change can be quite hard to grasp.
What? But this is my field.
That hit home. Do you know what they're talking about? Professor Schnell's theory. It's M. Pay attention. Destroyed by the power of knowledge.
I will disprove your theory. Right here, right now.
And I will prove it.
Let's begin with the foundations of your, dare I call it, paper.
This is something that would actually happen in older schools where there actually what were solidified debates and in the communities, as opposed to nowadays where everybody is too scared and too tenured, or not tenured enough, I guess, to actually make an open challenge and an open discussion. Follow the straight line, but acknowledge that the straight line is not going to be straight when it's viewed from certain angles. There's a number of things to notice about change. First and foremost, it happens with respect to a given parameter.
That's obvious.
Yes, I don't see it on your side. Imagine a falling leaf. It's falling over time. And he's trying to go through our proof and find any holes in it, find any situations or moments in the stages of our proof that he can disprove, because if he can disprove one, it'll tumble down the entire theorem. That makes sense. She's right.
And Zahler looks like he's going to explode.
Ah! So that's what you meant.
Yes, I knew that, of course.
Change must be viewed during a time frame, yes. You need a frame of reference to observe changes. I like that phrasing. You witnessed it during my writing of it. I don't think we need to be aggressive. Right now we need to prove ourselves with the math. We need to dunk on him with math. Change must be viewed in a time frame. The next step then.
Now hold on just a moment. This point right here. For that to work, you have to establish a range of reference.
Not so fast. Is that Professor Irick? I believe so. He's awake. Schnell once mentioned your exact point. Long before you did.
He did? That's surprising.
Oh wow, we could have missed that. We could have missed that moment. We might have not have actually talked to him if we didn't go to the library as a meal.
Nonetheless.
Oh no. Proofs are badass. Like, okay, learning proofs in school bites, because in school you are being taught to look at a proof and just to read it and memorize it, and it's useless. But proofs, like actual mathematical theorem proofs, are badass.
As for my theory, well, I can't see it here. Only then you can see the states in every change.
Did we miss something? Uh-oh. I wouldn't want to be her. Beginning and end, a leaf on the twig and on the ground. That's my... Let's go philosophical here. Might be able to throw him off. The leaf?
Yes, yes. We know.
You're reciting my...
At the moment of observation, a change can be final or ongoing.
We need to dunk him with the final conclusions that we came up with that he did not.
And your time is almost up. If the change is indeed ongoing, by the time you finished observing it, it would be final yet ongoing. And that, madame, is what we call a paradox.
No. That's it. I feel bad for her. No. M.
There it is. Schnell, M is a fraud.
What happened? That can't be it. I was so sure. We gotta find the solution now. We gotta find a way out of this paradox. So he found a trap. He found a place where two points in the theorem can potentially contradict each other, and in that contradiction, this usually happens at 0 or at 2. Like usually if you have a theorem and you put a 0 in, it breaks down. Like that's actually not uncommon. He found a separate one later on, probably in a logarithmic area.
Now.
There's a mistake in your thinking.
A mistake?
Could it be? If you write it like this... Yes, the potential outcomes. there's no paradox because two possible outcomes can still be valid.
Oh, please. You're making a fool of yourself.
Nope, nope. There's no paradox. If this is true and this is true, then there's no paradox if we acknowledge the multiple potential states of outcome. Change your perspective, you absolute buffoon. See?
I suppose one could, let me... move over and let me check that.
I didn't think of it like that. He didn't either. That's brilliant. If I stop observing while still falling, the leaf might land on the ground, or it could be picked up by a gust of wind. Or disintegrate.
How poetic. Ha! So you know something about changing. No wonder. You are constantly changing from one disguise to another.
What's that got to do with anything? Oh, that's low.
Wondering what to wear, I bet. Ha 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 ha.
That's not funny.
Your little addendum changes nothing.
M. We stand M.
You're either one or... Oh, I want to punch this guy so hard right now. You're either one or the other. Two states, nothing in between.
There can be more than one destination state. There don't need to be only two states. Oh, okay. So this is... Yeah, so this is more of a gender fluid answer, and this is more of a... Interesting. I kind of like it's not explicit, but I like some of the subtext they have in here. There can be more than one destination state. That's what I've been trying to say. During the observation, a change can be final or ongoing. We can't be certain of all the states, but I can prove the existence of such states. Heck yeah! Oh my gosh! This rules! Could you move a little?
Huh.
This is phenomenal, and I love every moment of this. She's actually doing it. This is getting exciting.
Oh, this is nonsense. I've read your paper. Your theory has more holes in it than Gouda cheese.
You're thinking of Edom. Your expertise stinks to heaven. Oh, what a cheesy comparison. What direction do we take this? I think that his expertise stinks. I think we can dunk on him here. Your expertise stinks to heaven. I think that's a fair dunk. Because of how rude he was, we can dunk on...
Enough of this.
Ooh, I almost went full Disney villain there.
Enough of this. I know you can't prove it. Your theory was incomplete.
Oh.
You're nowhere close to the proof. A state of change cannot be maintained.
Why not? Why not? It can be maintained. Ooh, snap! We made it into a function as we adjusted it from these deltas into a function of x, so the delta is a constant change. Changing from Emma to Emil, and from Emil to Emma. A secondary inverse change. I am Emma and Emil. I am Emma and Emil. I am the proof. Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, this game is so much better and so more validating than I thought it would be.
No. That isn't.
Yay. We saw both he did it and she did it. Are we gonna get a they did it? We don't need it, but... Yeah, we're seeing he did it and she did it in there. That's brilliant. 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 Clap, 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 clap. Oh, get absolutely demolished, you absolute buffoon. No, we have no respect for this absolute... No. This... He has earned us no respect. Your apartment crumbles before everybody's eyes, and you need to start crying. Zoller is the fraud here. Zoller is the fraud here. His attempt is indefensible in several places. Zoller and those like him obstruct progress for everyone. Not just me and others like me, but every student in this hall. If we deny the future, how can any of us meet its challenges? How can the sum total of our knowledge even grow? Ever grow? Oh, we have the glasses on. Aww. It's here. Oh! When I looked through that window, it hit me. At the time, I couldn't fathom what would happen, of course. My theory of change, my own change. So this is where Emil began. Yes. I don't know what to say, but I'm glad that I met you. Let's go get a piece of cake. I bet that he calls you with whatever you chose in that one section where we picked our name. I bet he... Because this guy's obviously an ally. This guy respects us for who we are and has the entire time. And I bet that we actually chose what our character is going to be called into the future when we hit that milepoint moment. How about it? Oh, I would love to. Oh my gosh. Fiend. Oh, with an function of integers. Or, no, that's a function of an imagine. Okay, that's math. They're just being... I shouldn't think too much into them saying fiend. 72% also spent equal time... Oh! I wasn't conscious of that! I wasn't conscious that I was 50%, that I did equal time as with Emil. Ha! That's hilarious. 90% also agreed to being painted. That makes sense. Anybody who's playing episode 3 probably already played episode 2 and wanted to see the painter's reaction. That makes a lot of sense to me, those numbers. I didn't realize that I just naturally went down the middle. That's hilarious. Oh, only half the people became friends with Nicole. Nicole's the best. We love Nicole here. All of us here love Nicole. Yep, everyone agrees. Most people agree to speak in front of the class. It was a good offer. I wonder how this... that'd be... 10% also Oh! 10% also decided to crush Zoller. And... Okay, let's pause here and deconstruct this, because this is the first really big deviation that we had. And I'll fully admit that it was a bit emotional for me. This was an emotional reaction on my part. But they're showing this frame to show that Zoller is, his own struggles and what he's going through. 90% of the players did not attack Zoller emotionally at the end. Did not crush him and deride him. 90% of players were still respectful to him in the end. And I think I kind of, well, I mean, I didn't. Guess what? I might be working some stuff out. Always be working stuff out. You personally would not have made the same choice in the end? That's fair. I mean, in the last episode of the Lion Song... Are Oh, and this is talking about in the final one that we're going to play, which I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But I want to say that, again, if you ever want to buy me a cup of tea, you can do so with the Flatter link in there. If you want to join the Discord and just chat with me, hang out, and share dumb memes, because let's be honest, I mostly share dumb memes, then those are good things that you can do. And I'm thinking that I might do a guerrilla stream of this on Sunday. If I don't know how well it'll do since it's not on my schedule. This is how they do the. I like how they do the credits. They're interactive credits. It's cute. I'm thinking that I might do a surprise stream, a guerrilla stream with this on Wednesday, or on Sunday, just because I can weave that into my schedule. I love the way they do the credits. It's just, it fits very well fitting with the style that they do. Oh, 80% of my, yeah, I send out memes between servers and bring ones in that I particularly like into my own. Yeah, this is a great game. This is a fantastic game, and thank you all for letting me share it with you guys. And that was a much longer segment too. And yeah, no, I felt that he deserved it because of how crass he was and because of his assumptions. I felt that professionally, we shouldn't have. I fully acknowledge that that might have not been the right thing to do, or what we in some arguably should have done, but I think we were justified in doing it too. And the episode 4 closure. Ah, what a delightful game. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. Wow. That was a lot more powerful and a lot stronger than I was expecting out of it. I mean, not that I was expecting it to be weak. That got me. That hit me good. That felt really good. So. I have, tomorrow's going to be more Ghost 1.0. A lot of people have been enjoying that, myself included. We're going to be continuing with that until we finish that game. Saturday is going to be more Hat in Time, and then we're finishing that game as well. And those are going to be the two big continuation games. We're going to be playing those games until they're complete, because that's kind of what I want to do. Is I want to play series. Oh yeah, and of course, any game that you see me playing, if you like it, pick it up. Support the creators, support the actual developers. They have made wonderful products and deserve it, and your experience will be different than mine. Heck, even just yesterday in the Hive Time stream, one of my friends was playing along and on their own save and made the same choices I did, and had a much different outcome. And they were actually talking about how their experience was different than mine, even in the context of the same game, playing on the same time frame. So next week, I think I'm going to do Sunday. I'm going to do a gorilla stream. I'm going to do a surprise stream where I'm going to play the final chapter of the Lion Song. Next week we have continue with Yuki about Resident Evil, and we're going to continue both Ghost and Hat in Time. And then for the other days, I am going to slide. Oh heck! Okay. So Epic is doing the thing where they're hiding the game again. You know what? Maybe I'll just do this next Thursday. Maybe I'll do a different gorilla stream on Sunday. I don't know. You won't know until it's announced. You'll know on the Discord server though. Haha. Okay. So Epic is still hiding the free game. So I'm going to continue this next Thursday, and I'll have another Game Jam stream next week as well. I need to figure out who I'm going to collab with. Oh wait, yeah, and next Friday is going to be. Yes. Okay, that's my schedule. Yes. So, Resident Evil on Monday, Ghost 1.0 on Wednesday. Thursday we'll finish up the Lion Song. Friday we'll do a game dev stream, because that's going to be an important and cool thing to do. And then Saturday we'll do more Hat in Time. Does that sound good? Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Thank you all, and remember to like, subscribe, comment, donate, whatever's in your heart. Follow your heart, and may it bring you joy, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And remember that you are valid. Your choices are valid, you and as an individual are valid, and I respect all of you. Cheers, friends.